Mendolia. Now, just a note here, with how our standings work out, it is possible that one player at 12 and 3 will miss top 8. These guys are on the bubble. Likely the winner is in, but it's not a certainty here. So, Joseph Mendolia starting on Deathrite Shaman for Ely. It is basic island into Sensei's Divining Top. Ely, a second land and a pass. You know, we saw some of this last round in the post-board games, especially when it was Miracles versus 4-color. Against Noah Walker, both players just made land drops up till turn 4 before anything happened. Should we expect a similar tempo here?
Yeah, but it's very much a control game. And for Mendolia's sake, I hope that his dazes are on his sideboard if the game is going to play out like this. It's going to be really hard to relevantly tag something with that spell.
Well, one of the issues is that Mendolia's sideboard doesn't actually offer too much for this matchup. He has the 4th Abrupt Decay, but other than that, he's looking at, you know, a Sylvan Library.
A Null Rod for Sensei's Divining Top.
Brainstorm here by Mendolia. But these cards, you know, the Night's Whispers, the Baleful Strixes, the straight card advantage cards that Noah was using so well, Joseph doesn't have any of those.
Right. And
you know,
kind of that
Colligan's
spot.
Command.
He has him to Turox, but that one is less often effective as compared to Night's Whisper or Colligan's Command.
Especially against an onboard top. I mean, the Miracles deck, it's not getting card advantage in its hand, it's getting card advantage, if this makes sense, on the top of its deck.
Yeah.
Brainstorm here by Ely. This is in response to a fetch land from Joseph, and he will Swords to Plowshares away the Deathrite Shaman. The reason to do all this with the fetch on the stack?
Don't want to get spell pierced, I suppose. Looks like there's one copy in Mendolia's deck. Maybe got him in game 1 with it.
Sure. But as long as the game is just about trade, play lands, Ely spins top, that is what Miracles does best. Wait for your opponent's top decks to be worse than yours.
Mm-hmm.
And we're already headed there. Joseph, 2 Abrupt Decays and a Force of Will in hand. This is not what you want against Miracles, not against an onboard top. But he'll cast Pithing Needle. This one could work on Divining Top. So Ely will put the top away, draw a card. I guess Joseph, he could have named Flooded Strand.
It would be pretty funny. But yeah, you want to shut off the top for sure.
Upkeep, Ely's going to go ahead and crack Flooded Strand. No sense in drawing Divining Top if it's needled.
Right.
When he gets rid of the needle sometime down the road, he'll find a top later.
Mm-hmm.
And interestingly, Ely finds a second basic Plains over Island here.
Can cast Council Judgment with that. He can start miracling Entreat the Angels. It's very possible that his counterbalances are in the sideboard currently.
Sure, in this kind of matchup, they get hit by Abrupt Decays a little too often.
Right.
It's this game, right? If you board out your counterbalances, what he's doing is he's making Joseph's cards dead. You know, Joseph's handed some Abrupt Decays and a Null Rod when he already has the. It's just a lot of junk. 2 Abrupt Decays, a Force of Will, a Null Rod when we already have the Sensei's Divining Top needled. Yeah, Joseph's got a 5-card hand, but 4 of them don't do anything.
Right. He's going to need to improve this hand.
Yeah. Eventually, Ely will just make some 4/4s, and that'll be good enough.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a big win for Joseph. He'll need this game. He did drop game 1, so he's going to have to take both sideboarded games.
Yep. You know, he has a sideboard card on the table, a second sideboard card in his hand, but they just don't look very good.
Well, here's something that doesn't care about card advantage. It's a copy of True Name Nemesis from Joseph Mendolia. We saw a lot of these in Reduke's Grand Prix winning Sultai list. They have fallen out of favor with a lot of the players here, but not with Joseph. Ely's going to Force of Will it, but that's a 2-for-1 for Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
3 p.m. Legacy Challenge players. Pairings are posted for your next round. 3 p.m. Legacy Challenge players.
Joseph says go, end step Ely. Snapcaster Mage targeting Brainstorm. So did get 2 for 1. He's going to recover here with a 2 for 1 going the other way. See, Red Blast picked up, and a Terminus was in the draw 3, but Ely buried it the farthest down. Cracks a Scalding Tarn, doesn't actually want Terminus here.
Yeah, he already solved the true name Nemesis problem, Terminusing his own Snapcaster Mage. Not very productive.
Shows the flexibility of Miracles, though. Was there a chance that if Ely, oh wow, Blood Moon is the find. I was gonna say if Ely had done the Snapcaster Mage with the Nemesis on the stack and had seen the Terminus, is it possible he would have just not forced and then just Terminused it instead?
Yeah, Snapcasting then is a little bit dicey though. He already had the Force.
So Blood Moon in play, and Joseph, he has no basics in play. I got worse news than no basics in play. He's got no basics on the deck sheet.
Yeah. No red spells in his deck either.
So I don't believe, without a Deathrite Shaman in play, this may be game over. Unless there's something I'm missing on this. I don't know how he, once he got a Deathrite, he could use that to cast another Deathrite, and then use that to knock Blood Moon off the table. But you see Joseph, a shake of the hand. It's going to be Ely Kassis, improving to 12 and 3. Now, not a lock for top 8, but a strong favorite to make it is Ely, to get in with that 8 seed.
Not a pleasant way to go out, but you know that is the cost of playing a deck that is so heavy on non-basic lands. Sometimes you get Blood Moon, and the really unfortunate